Out of there, YouTube. Just 100 degrees outside, so I figured I'd spend some time inside and try to solve some of these mysteries that have been bothering me over the years. And I figured maybe you can help me. So this passage appears in the book that just flashed. If you care to freeze it, you can, or I'll put it in the description. Anyway, it's free on iBooks or probably Google, whatever. So there's a particular passage in this book that's been bothering me. It's a single sentence, but this sentence is very complicated in what it insinuates. So I'll read it here. It said, advantage would have been taken of the ground, and the trees fell with the tops outwards, through which an attacking force would have, with great difficulty, to struggle. And later in the war, as a matter of precaution, and because of the proximity of the enemy, breastworks would have been thrown up. So, easy enough to say, one sentence. But here's what he's talking about. This is my interpretation of that single sentence. So you've got an enemy and you've got an open area, is what he describes in other parts in the book. If you want to read the rest of the book, that's up to you. If you want to learn more about Shiloh, I definitely invite you to look that up too. So here's your enemy, and this is your open field. You have a tree line, obviously, that's in between you and this enemy, with trees that you've felled, now with the tips facing outwards towards the enemy. So here's your trees. Here's your breastworks. Now I'm not sure, there was no mention on how close these breastworks would be to these trees, but it's probably safe to assume that it's a close enough distance to hit with a musket or a rifle of some sort. So then when your enemy closes, he's going to have to struggle through this tree. It's going to make a choke point to where it funnels them right out into the open, where your men behind these breastworks now can fire and hit these men that are trying to struggle through. And they will be struggling. If you've ever tried to struggle through some brush like that, you'll know it's darn near impossible sometimes. So these guys over here are going to have an immense advantage because they're also behind a breastwork. So these guys are going to come out. These guys are just going to have their rifle sticking over the berm, and they're going to have an open, easy shot at these guys. After these guys are really tired, there's no way you're getting horses through there. He said in the book that there was no way to flank him, so he had forces or some kind of natural terrain on the sides to keep them from getting through there. But that just really occurred to me as kind of an ingenious thing, and I don't know that I've seen that particular defensive tactic used anywhere else. Just a really interesting concept there that maybe you wouldn't have thought of, or maybe carried over from some previous generation of warfare. I'm not sure, so if you know anything, that'd be great. If you could post it down below or put a reference link, that'd be awesome. So I have some references here, and I noticed that this one kind of appeared to be some kind of defensive, like tank trap style for men. You can see him here having to climb over and getting shot at. But it appears that this is a natural cut, and these had just fallen over. So this is probably more artistic license than anything, because these are just etchings. And you can see here, you know, different battlefields had different amounts of open terrain with wooded tree lines. So you can see if you had to struggle through a bunch of trees to attack this tree line, and the men had some just basic defensive works, you'd pay hell trying to get through there. So just a quick video. Like I said, 100 degrees outside. So this is also really cool. Kind of the first tank, really, I would say, beyond Leonardo da Vinci. So if you're interested in that, I'd definitely encourage you to look that up too. So thanks for watching. See you next time.